Hey y'all. Okay, so I'm back. We were just talking about a couple of things, and I did want to definitely address some stuff that I have not addressed for a while now that needs to be addressed. So yeah. So get in here. We'll talk about this and then we'll get back to our decorating, okay? Get right back to it. And again, I welcome anyone if they want to join. You're more than welcome to join. But let me wait till Panama Dog gets in here because I definitely did want to address these issues that have been going on. But I didn't want to put it on YouTube. Not yet. Not quite yet. So hey. So I'll wait for Panama Dog to get here because she's who I was talking to about it. But we were just talking about a partnership that I was sort of forced into. But no one can force you to do anything unless they have a gun at your head. So I really can't blame anyone but myself. But I'm going to address this stuff and then I'm not going to talk about it anymore. So the old me coming into the doll community was excited about finding this craft and finding like-minded individuals who were also creators and also, I thought were positive. And I came into this literally with like rose-colored glasses on and thinking that, oh my God, there's so much joy in this. Like this must be like, it was almost like a, where have you been all my life type moment. Like, and, I started to grow in this community fast because, I fell in love with the art of creating and I love storytelling. So immediately when I started to collect again and started doing doll photography and started doing dioramas, I saw it as an opportunity to be able to create sets and things and characters now that instead of me just seeing hey, okay, good, Panama Dog is here. So yeah, I started to see that, hey, John, I'm glad you're here too. I'm addressing some issues that I haven't addressed for a while, and then I'm going to shut that chapter for a little bit. But so I saw it as an opportunity for me to use a part of my brain to show what I was seeing from my stories instead of just talking about it. So I was really, really excited about being able to create visualization. Exactly. Just wanted to say, leave John very well, keeping your peace and truth and joy is inspiring. Getting to know you. I'm very proud of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Danielle, I really do. I really do. So in doing that, my creativity, it just really started growing fast. And I could see like kind of where I wanted to go with this. So it's just something that I decided that I was just gonna work at. And as you know, anything that you practice, you're gonna get better. So I was just creating like crazy. And every time I was creating, I was getting better and better and better and better and better. And then it was fun to be able to share it with people who were also doing the same thing. So, but I was very naive in the beginning of thinking that, I've never been involved in anything like like a community like this before. So, you know, I didn't understand, or I didn't think that, you know, it would be any negativity involved in this. This is like dolls. This is like happiness. TJ, what are you doing? Well, no, hold on a second, y'all. Boy, if you don't put that down with a can opener, son, no, please go. Put that back. This boy trying to open a can with a knife. Please excuse yourself and let me finish talking. Okay. So anyway, right there. See, child can't even talk. Excuse me a minute. Thank you. Thank you, son. Just a moment, if you don't mind. Jesus. Child. The mommying never stops. Okay, so. I was very, very naive in the beginning and thinking that there's no way there could be any negativity in this, right? But it had been a lot of people who had been in this craft a long time. And when I started growing, they weren't happy about it. And there was also a lot of people who were in this craft that when I started growing, definitely saw it as an opportunity to leech and latch onto me and use me. And it was a lot of narcissism in it. Like, honestly, the people who did it literally like had the same MO every time. And it was funny because I started to peep it. Like, I didn't peep it at first, but it was like, it started to become a pattern. And it was like literally the same look every time. It was the, hey, Fluffy Tree. It was the same mask every single time. So it was like pretending to be super duper close with you right away. It's one thing, like, now don't get me wrong, there are people that you can meet and you feel like you've known them your whole life, right? Like, that absolutely does happen. And I have had that happen a lot on here. But there's also some people who use what they call love bombing. And they try to latch onto you and see, oh, thank you. Thank you. They try to latch onto you and see like what they can get from you, right? And see, me, my love language is giving. And I also feel like if I'm your friend and I'm like, if I'm in your life, then I'm trying to teach you. And I'm also hoping that I can learn from you. Like, it should be, and I hate to say this, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm a grown ass woman now. If you have a friend in your life and it's always one-sided and you can't learn from that person and they're always taking, even if your love language is giving, like, at some point you have to be like, okay, this person is not, like, this person is using me, right? And because my love language is giving, I wasn't peeping that. So that particular person, Panama Doll, that we were talking about in the last video, that you bought the digital download from, that the download didn't work. When I tell you she latched onto me, and I did not see it because I was literally like rose-colored glasses. And again, it happens to me a lot. I'm an empath. I'm a Pisces. I meet a lot of people that I am, everything you're saying, I've experienced as well. It's a very dark side to the community. It is. Oh my God. So, I didn't peep it at first, right? But when it happened with that particular person, it was like maybe the third time that it happened to me in this community. So with that person, it didn't take as long for me to peep it, but people around me were seeing it before I did, right? So they were peeping it because they're like, Trees, something about this person is off, right? And I'm just like, okay, maybe, nah. See, Nessa, I felt her energy from the beginning. Nessa was one of the ones to tell me that. But they didn't, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want to like come at me, and they didn't want to be like wrong. So it's like, do I say something? Do I not? But the more that it started to happen, they started to peep it. So there was projects that I was working on, and my dumb tail was like really literally feeling like, oh, I can bring everyone with me. Yeah, because she was always sending motivational messages, right? So she really used Christianity, trying to be inspiring and all of that, as a way to mask her real intentions. Her real intentions were to get as much out of me as she could, and to use my platform to get followers, right? Trust your discernment. I do now. And that's why I say, like, I'm not mad at that person or any of them at all. Like this particular person. Now, it is some people that I am mad at, but that particular person I'm not mad at because of what I learned. And it was so funny, like when I finally peeped it, it was like, okay, it's not me, it's you. I mean, it's not you, it's me. And it was funny because I literally, like, that's how I told her. I was like, okay, I cannot be your partner because, one, so I was creating a Patreon from jump. Like, everyone knew that, right? I had a countdown going. I was creating a Patreon. Then I was sharing a lot of things with this person, right? And I refuse to say her name because, I mean, like, if one of y'all say in the comments and I read it, that's different. But, like, I refuse to give this person any more of my followers or let anyone think that this person is any way connected to me. But she latched onto me like a motherfucking leech, bruh. Like, so me trying to be me, trying to take everybody with me. Come on, girl. Whatever I do, you can do. I decided to make a partnership with her and have her doing things in her city that I was doing here, as far as like shopping and stuff like that, because there were stores that she had that I didn't have. So to test it out though, and this is why I test things with people, right? To test it out, I had her do it for me. And first time it went okay. She did it. She sent my stuff, right? Second time, she did it. She didn't send my stuff, but she sent some stuff that she made. Because you know, everyone knows when I get stuff, I'm going to shout you out. I'm going to share it because that's what this account started from. It started from me sharing my joy with you guys. Sharing posts that I see from other people that I thought was dope. Sharing stuff I see in the store. Like, it was a lot of that going on when I first started because I was just so excited and I was like, oh my God, like I found this peace and I found this joy and I was able to like tap into a piece of my inner child that I thought was lost. So I want to share this. Like, I want everyone to feel this. So that's what I was feeling at first. But I quickly learned that in doing that, I was also co-signing on people. And people who follow me were thinking that, well, if Tree says this person is cool, then they're cool. And so that's why I had to stop. And the thing was, with that person, and then this other person right after that, who now are like this, I peeped that with her, I asked her to shop for me. She shot for me. And then when I told her, like, hey, I don't really like how you're moving. When if you're someone's friend, you should be able to tell them straight out, like, bruh. Like, my friends on here, like Nessa, would tell, literally, like, bruh, Treese, this motherfucker's not your friend. Like, that's how we talk. And I'm not going to get mad at her for saying, Trees, look, that was stupid. You shouldn't have did that. Why would you get mad at your friend for telling you the truth? Unless they're not a real friend. So if you tell somebody about themselves and they're ready to cut you off, you should just be so happy, because that person has literally just revealed themselves to you. So when it happened with her, I was happy. I was like, oh, I love you too, Nessa. Oh my God, I love you so much. Like, I cannot wait to. You just don't know. Well, you do know. You know. But so when it happened with her, it was so funny. We're talking about some partnerships that I had in the past that I have decided to put on blast a little bit, because I want people to know not to fuck with these people, and I'm gonna name them at the end of this video. I'm gonna name them so you know who I'm talking about. Wait till the end of the video, and I'm gonna give them one last shout out, and it's gonna be the shout out of do not fuck with these people, because I don't, and I don't want people to think that I do anymore, like, period. So yeah, so when it happened, you know what I'm saying, I asked her about it, and the way she snapped, woo, you wouldn't believe it. Not Miss Holier Than Thou. The way she snapped at me, and the funny thing was, that's why I bought stuff from her, because you was co-signing, but it's okay. I know what you need. Yeah, I know. And there's so many people that's like that. And it's sad. It's sad. But yeah, okay, let me get back to it. So when I told her about herself, not about herself, but I just said it in a loving way. In a loving way. This is what I'm peeping, and I don't think she moved like that. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna be partners, like, I gotta be able to trust you, like, because, right, because, like, you're not just representing your brand, you're representing my brand. And then when I said that, I was met with, well, your brand really ain't shit, because you talk about God and then you cuss right behind that. That's what I was told. So, matter of fact, it was flipped around on me. It was like such a narcissistic way of doing it. It was like, matter of fact, I don't want to be connected to you, because you can't be a Christian one day and then cussing and listening to all this vulgar music the next day. And I was just like, this is how you really felt the whole time? So that's when I hit her with it's not me. I mean, it's not you, it's me. And I literally, like, I was smiling from ear to ear, because I was like, oh my God, like, God just saved me, because I was ready to really partner with this person, because I was so blinded. It was crazy. And then once it happened, she attacked me. So then the next day I said, okay, well, what about my stuff? You know, what about my stuff that I bought with you that you haven't shipped? And she didn't write me back that night. And then the next morning I get a Cash App for about half the money of what my stuff was, and a nasty message attached to the Cash App. And it said something like, newsflash, Moses cussed too. Okay, child. The message that she attached to that Cash App was something along the words of, I hope that God cures you from the demons who possess you. I was literally blown away. You know how it looks when a grenade explodes? Like, that's literally how I felt. I was like, what? The demons that possess me for me telling you. But at the same time, I was just like, thank you, God. Can you imagine being partners with someone who feels that way about you? Someone who I literally looked out for, and like, I put on a project with me with a top rapper when I just met you, and I didn't have to. And woo, child, we could even get into that. I'll save that for another day. Someone who I was literally like letting get on lives with me, co-signing, and all of that. Like, Yes.
I will say hi.
Okay, say hey, and you need to go back upstairs, okay? Tell everybody hey.
Hi.
Okay, back upstairs with Daddy. Thank you. We're about to go to the lake in a little bit, so go get some rest. We're going to go play in the sand. Yes, but y'all got to go upstairs for a minute, okay?
Why?
Because we're going to... Do you want to go play in the sand?
Okay.
At the beach? And make sand castles?
I will sit down here.
Nope. Okay, go sit on the couch then. Give me that, Paige. Give me that. Yeah, so hang on, let me go. When people show you who they are, believe them. Right. Yeah. So but because it had happened previously, I was ready this time. So it was funny because I walked away from my best friend. I know it firsthand. I did too. So when it happened with her, I wasn't hurt that time at all. Like, it didn't hurt me. It was just like, thank God I knew. Like, thank God I found out. He had a Foxy Brown box. I was wondering about that. So yeah, so yeah, let me talk about it. Let me get into that. So Foxy Brown approached me about making some purses for her daughter's dolls. Right? Well, first she approached me and she was like, oh my God, like, your page is so dope. And I was just like, because I love Foxy Brown. Like, y'all know I'm a major hip-hop fan, but, like, she's literally, like, my favorite female rapper. So I was like, oh my God, like, Foxy Brown hit me up. So then maybe, like, a month later, she was like, yo, I want you to make some stuff for my daughter. And I was like, cool, let me know. Didn't hear nothing else back. But still, I was still like, oh, Foxy Brown looking at my page. Like, So then maybe, like, a couple weeks later, she hits me and she was like, she sent me a couple pictures of the purses that she wanted. So I was like, I bet I got you. Like, I got you. She was like, how much? I was like, I got you. Right? So then her assistant hits me maybe like the next day and she was like, yo, I just want to let you know, like, this is really her writing you. Like, this is not her assistant. Like, she don't do this. She was like, she don't do this. So, like, this is really her. And I was just like, okay, so bet. So I saw it as an opportunity to show love to an artist who I love and respected, right? So around this time, her and I were cool. The other person who I was talking about previously in the video, we were cool. So of course I told her, like, of course I told her. So she was like, oh my God, let me jump on this. Let me help you. Let me da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So I was like, okay, cool. Now I decided on my own that I was going to make Foxy Brown a mini-me and a mini-me for her daughter and then some purses. And that's what I was going to send her, right? So, can you take them upstairs in that room, please? Thank you. So that person was like, oh, I'm going to make the box, blah, 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 blah. And, like, she was taking forever, but it is what it is. Like, okay. So she sends the box. And, I gave her half the money for the shipping for the box. No, I may have gave her all the money for the shipping for the box. Mind you, again, this was something free that I was doing for her. So the box got here. It was dope. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we came up with the concept together, and it was dope. So the box got here. I used my Cricut. I made things on the box. I made, like, the box was hella dope. So I put in my stuff, my designer stuff, because that's what she wanted. She didn't even want the doll or the box. She just wanted the purses, right? So I sent her the stuff. I typed up this letter and I printed it out and I sent her the box, overnighted it to her. And she got it, and then she was going to Jamaica the next day. So it was like she couldn't shout me out right when she got it because she wasn't even in town. So when that happened, the other person, TJ, do I have to keep saying it?
They said that you said you could sit.
No. So
Go upstairs.
the other person is messaging me. Did she get it? When she's gonna shout us out? What's going on? Why is she not shouting us out? And I'm like, because I didn't want to post it until she saw it. Because, like, I wasn't doing that, like, for that. I was doing it for some, I'm gonna need some oven mitts because this tea is boiling. Okay. I was doing it literally like to show Foxy Brown some love, like for real, right? So, one moment. TJ, goodbye. Like seriously. Thank you. Sorry y'all. Mama had on. So, this person is like going ham. Like literally, like, why she ain't shouting us out? Why she ain't shouting us out? And I'm like, yo, chill. Like, then I start thinking about it. I was like, well, first of all, I won't tripping on her shouting me out because at that point, I didn't have iDogged.com yet. I didn't have my LLC. I didn't have my business bank account. I didn't even have my name trademarked yet, right? So I really was like, I'm not ready. And like, I have a very close relationship with God. So I wasn't tripping. I had faith and I knew that like, okay, if it's meant for her to do this, she's going to do it. And if it's not, it's not. Like, I didn't care because that wasn't my intentions. My intentions was for, exactly, shout out for making a box, exactly. So my intentions was literally just for Foxy Brown to get it and for her daughter to have some dope stuff to play with. I really didn't care if she shouted me out. But Foxy said she was going to shout me out. She was like, yo, when I get it, I'm going to shout you out. Like, I'm going to shout you out because this is dope. Like, your page is hella dope. So anyway. So I think that that's really why she was mad at me. Honestly. I think that's why she was mad. She put her last little bucks into this box and Foxy didn't shout her out. So she was mad. So I done let it go because in my head, I'm thinking like, I have my business hat on, right? So I'm like, she got hundreds of thousands of followers. My page is not ready for that. I'm not ready for all of these people to be coming over here asking me for mini-me's and bags. And I'm not ready, right? So I decided that when it was time, it would happen. But in the meanwhile, I'm going to get my ducks in a row, right? So I'm still doing my thing, how I do. In the meanwhile, I got my stuff together. I got my name trademarked. I got my LLC. I started my website. I started deciding like what I was going to do as far as my brand, working on my brand and all that stuff. And I wasn't tripping. So Foxy Brown finally opens it. She loves it. But she still doesn't shout us out. She doesn't shout me out. She doesn't shout her out. She doesn't shout nobody out. But I was just like, at that point, I was just like, okay, it is what it is. So we fall out. Like I just told y'all, we fall out. And then recently, Foxy Brown finally shouts us out. But by that point, I have removed everything. If you notice on my page, I had scrubbed my page of anything to do with that woman that I did the project with. She was nowhere on my page. I had even deleted the videos of my Foxy Brown box that had her connected to it. And it was funny because I went back and looked at it, and even the sticker that she put on the box had her name and brand first and then mine. So I should have known then that her intentions wasn't pure, because like, why would you do that? Like, why would you on something that I brought you in on try to put your shit first? Like, but it is what it is. So she shouts me out, right? But she doesn't shout me out. She shouts her out because she still has the shit on her page and I don't. So the only thing that she was tagged on was her. So Foxy Brown shouts her out. And I see it. And I'm like, wow. She shouted her out. She didn't shout me out. So I hit up Foxy and I was like, hey, like, thanks for shouting out the doll and stuff. But I was like, you forgot to tag me. I said, you tagged the other girl, but you forgot to tag me. And she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Then she hits me back, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Like, y'all ready for this tea? Foxy Brown hits me back. Miss Inga herself, and tells me that Portia sent her a message and told her not to tag me on anything with her because she does not deal with me anymore, and that we fell out and she no longer does business with me. She literally told Foxy Brown that. And she told her, and if you want a dollhouse for your daughter, hit me up. Can you believe that? So Foxy sends me a message and tells me that. And she's like, yo, this was hella messy. Like, I just don't understand, like, why she would do that. And I was just in shock. Once again, I felt the grenade in my head, like. She's like, I don't know why she would do that. She was like, that was none of my business. And honestly, it was really messy. And then she was like, she said, like, she said it was you who I hit up about it. And she felt bad because she forgot to tag me. She was like, I feel really bad because it was you who I hit up about it. It was you who typed up this beautiful letter to me. And, you know, it was you who put this together. And like for her to do that was just like, whoa. And she was just like, I'm really sorry. And I'm going to put together like this beautiful message because I want to make sure that I shout you out. Right. So she did end up shouting me out. And, yeah, petty, right? Mel's and T, so petty. Yeah, Boys of 6, I don't know. It was a nightmare. It really was a nightmare. But, so she ends up shouting me out, and it was awesome and everything like that. And I'm just like, bruh. But it was a lesson. And I never said anything. This is my very first time ever speaking on this publicly. I didn't say anything because I felt like every single time I said something, I got labeled as a bully. I got labeled as blah, 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 this and that. Instead of it just being, this is the truth. This is my truth. What's up, Kiana Maria? Hey, Ali. Ali's back. So I didn't say anything. But it's like, it's getting to a point now that there are actually some crappy people behind some of these accounts. It really is, right? And the thing is, what God has for you is for you. Thank you, Key. It's getting to the point now, though, that like, as much as like even my close friends are like, don't address it anymore, don't give them any clout, don't give them any shine, don't give them any clout, any followers, any love, don't let them think you care because you kept it classy. Yeah, I kept it classy. So now it was like, so Panama Dog, like, I'm glad you sent that message because I needed to get this out, right? And there's more, like, there's so much more going on right now. Like, there's so much more behind the scenes that I didn't even know was going on. Like, I know that there's some people who don't like me. Like, not everyone's gonna like you, right? Everyone can't like me. And I had to learn that I can't defend myself from everyone who don't like me. So that's why in that situation, I just said, I didn't even know that full story. Right. Yep. You didn't even know that full story, Danielle. Like, I didn't even tell you. And we talk all the time. I didn't tell anyone. No one knew that full story except my husband. And, hell, really, that's it. Like, that's my first time ever telling the whole story. So, and another one of my friends, I did tell her about it. And that's because she peeped it. And the funny thing was, I vented to her and she peeped it right away. She said, yo, that is a leech. She said she's a Cancer. She was using you from the very first day. And so I went back and I looked at, this is what really scared me right here. This is why you really have to watch it back. This is what scared me. I went back to some of my old videos because I was going through my videos and I was deleting videos that I was lives and stuff I was doing with people who I didn't want people to think I was associated with, right? So I'm looking through my videos and I'm looking through the comments and I see one video where I was shopping when I first started almost 3 years ago. I was shopping, right? And guess who was in the comments saying, how can I shop with you? 2 years ago. It was her from another account. It was her. So she had been following me for 2 years. And then she waited until she had her stuff together and her stuff she wanted to sell. And then she introduced herself to me and latched on to me. But she had never spoke to me before that, except for that one comment. But before that, she was just watching my page. Just watching it. And then she made the next page that she has now that we all know of as DLU. We'll leave it at that. Again, I will say these names at the end of the video. We'll save it for the end of the video. So that, when I peeped that, I was scared. I was shook. I'm not gonna lie. I was shook. Because I said, this bitch has been watching me this whole time. Right? She plotted on me. Isn't that sad, Sky? So sad. So, yeah. So then it was just like a snowball effect. Like, she was just, and she knew so much about me in such a short time because she acted like she was my friend. So it was like, she was hitting me up like, oh, well, who are these? Who do you not, this is what she asked me. Who do you not mess with? And I said, I'm not telling you that, because this is literally what I said. I'm not telling you like who I don't deal with, because you may not have that same, and I always tell people this when they ask me, you may not have that same relationship with that person, because that was my experience. You may not have that experience with that person. You may have a good experience with that person. And so I wouldn't tell her. And then like a month went by and she's like, I gotta know. I just gotta know. Or somebody would say something and she would be like, is this one of the people? So finally, after begging and begging and begging and wearing me down, hold on. Like, I just want to play. I do listen to you. Love your comment. But I wish we would just play. Patricia, you're very good at what you do. Your tutorials are amazing. I don't have a patience. Yeah, me too. Me too. But it's like people hate when I address this stuff, but like if I don't, then what happens to Panama Doll happens, where she paid this person for a download because I co-signed her. The download didn't work, and she hits the person up. They're not hitting her back, and then it's like, well, Patrice, can you ask her? And I don't mess with her no more. But because I didn't say anything, people are still thinking I'll deal with her. And this is also happening with a lot of people. Like, they're using my name to get themselves clout, and then people don't know that I don't mess with them because I never said anything, right? You vent your frustrations as part of the process to move on. Exactly. So, damn, I lost my train of thought. So, shit. Okay, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, pretty much like she's a really sad individual, like, and I've peeped, other people have peeped, but a lot of people don't know, and they think because I spaz every now and then to defend my brand, or I did in the past. I don't do it anymore because like I'm not giving these people my energy. I'm just not. I'd rather give the energy to people who show me love. She was asked, okay, yeah, okay, thank you. So she asked me who the people were, right? So finally I told her. So if you ask me who the people are and why, and I tell you, and you consider yourself my sister or my friend, then what and why on earth would you go out of your way to be cool with these people? Why? Why ask me if you want to be cool with these people? So when I'm looking at you sideways because you now kikiing and sissing this person who you asked me, who is this person, so I know not to fuck with them, but I see you fucking with them. What sense battery? What sense does that make? So that's why I was like, that's what made me see like, okay, something's wrong with this bitch. Like, something is really wrong with her. And I need to detach myself. And so it's like, I set you up for an attack. Crazy people took it. And right. So she did that. The ogre did that. Who people are saying about her now. The ogre did that. I'm gonna just call her the ogre. She's definitely not getting no love from me. She did that, right? She did the same thing. She said, whoa, my God, who do you not mess with? So I can leave them alone. And I'm like, I'm not telling you. I'm not doing that. Because I'm not that kind of person. Like, I don't need to go on a, we don't like, I'm not into the cancel culture shit. Like, I'm not. I'm just not. So I'm not going to be like, yo, hey, and that's another reason why I never did this, because I don't want Fiona. I don't want y'all to be like, yo, Treese doesn't like this person, so I don't. But that is literally what they did. They literally did what I refused to do to them, to me. So I'm done talking about her. And the person I was talking about is Dollhouse Fixer Upper. That's who I did the box with. Everybody knows that. If you haven't figured that out by now, like, that's who I was talking about. She's a leech, and it is what it is. I don't care. Screenshot it, send it to her. I really don't give a fuck at this point. So yeah. Now the other people. I mean, a lot of y'all saw what happened. A lot of y'all saw what went down on the live. A lot of y'all saw it. I let shit go for months before I even addressed it. When I say I'm not going to deal with somebody, at first I would say it publicly. Like, in the beginning, I would say it publicly. I don't with this person. This is why. Bam. Right? But my delivery. Oh, thank you, Jazzy Ass. Thank you. My delivery. See, I'm older now. Okay, I got a little bit of chill to me now, and I have a brand to represent. But before, I felt like I was defending my brand by spazzing. But now I know that, like, okay, literally, there's a billion people in this world. Everybody's not gonna like our dog did, and I can't defend myself against every single thing and every single person. But when it's somebody who like fakes like they're your friend and like does all that kind of stuff, and you've been there for that person and all that kind of stuff, like, you do feel like you need to defend yourself, right? So with the situation with that, like, I was like, okay, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to give this person clout. I'm not going to give this person clout. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And there's two people. Even though one of them lived in my town, I met that person in person. I gave that person a bunch of stuff. I put that person on projects with me for magazines. They bombed. I can reroute myself. I was asking this person to do reroutes for me just so I could put that person on. Bombed. My husband don't let me do it. Exactly. I had that person sold me a dress twice, which he totally ruined. So then I had a brand new sewing machine here. I even let that person use my sewing machine because I wasn't using it. I took my brand new sewing machine that I hadn't even used over there and let him use it. And then, I invited that person to my house on their birthday. I poured into that person. Like, that person was my family. And the way that person talks about me now and did me and is still doing me, like, nothing but bad karma is going to happen to that person. And it's so funny because, the industry on blast in the building, hey! The way that person did me is like, it's crazy because, like, he would not even be selling dolls if it wasn't for me. Like, I was the one, like, and I mean, you look like Megan Thee Stallion. I get that all the time. Thank you. I'll take that because she's doing the goddamn thing right now. Okay. She's doing the damn thing. But yeah, like, I was telling that person, like, bruh, like, my husband said Megan looks like her. I was like, yo, you're an artist. Well, he tries to say he's an artist. I'm like, you're an artist. You're good at what you do. I'm just pouring into that person. Mind you, like, if I was a hater, I would have been like trying to not get him to make dolls because I sell dolls. Like, who does that? What person do you know normally that is like trying to bring somebody into the same business that they do? No one, right? But no, me, I'm like, yo, you're good at what you do. Like, and I know you need money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sell your shit. No, I'm never going to sell my dolls. That's mine. I don't want nobody to have my dolls. And I'm like, bro, like, you're good at what you do. Like, stop playing yourself. Like, I'm trying to pour in them. Like, God gave you this talent for a reason. Use it. Right? So, finally, this person decides to sell dolls. And this is after we fell out. And because I didn't publicly say I don't fuck with him no more, people are thinking, yeah, we're talking about him. So this wasn't your man. Hell no. This was a friend. Teresa's heartbreaking. Like, I just got in this community when all this is going on. Yes. So, right. No, it wasn't. It was a friend. It was who I thought was a friend, right? So, we fall out over something so stupid. Over pretty much the same thing. It's like, okay, you ask me who these people are, and like, you literally know who these people are. And like, you're kikiing with these people. And so, like, now, like, you're friends with them, so I'm side-eyeing you. Like, how the hell you supposed to be like my brother? And I'm pouring into you when you crying, depressed, whatever. We pouring into each other, I thought. I'm putting you on projects with me for Sheen. For what I think it was Sheen magazine or Shine magazine or something like that. I'm putting you on projects with me. For all of this stuff. And like, you're blowing it, ruining stuff. I'm having to fix stuff you're making, but I don't want to hurt your feelings. You know, I'm asking you to do reroutes for me. You're trying to tell me that the hair never came. Like, you just messing up stuff left and right. Like, left and right. Right? So, I asked you one time about something that I peeped that I'm like side-eyeing you about. You snap on me. Then I don't want to argue with you, so I put you on pause for a second. Because I'm not going back and forth with you. Because I know me. Like, I try not to say things when I'm mad. So I put him on pause. I didn't respond to any of his messages. I literally just took my little phone and put it down. I wake up the next morning and look at my phone. This man has sent me 20-something voice messages going in on me. So I'm like, then I try to go to his page to finally respond. He done blocked me. So I go on my son's phone and look, and he talking shit about me. So I'm like, I'm done, right? I'm done. So the next day, he try to unblock me and try to come back. And I'm like, I'm good. Hell no, I don't want to be cool with you no more. No. Because let me tell y'all another thing. If you cool with somebody, your family, you're never going to get along with them every day. If you get along with somebody all the time, it's fake. It's fake. Me and my blood sisters, we argue. Me and my sister, we cuss each other out every month, but there's love behind it because it's like, I'm just cussing her out because I want to spend more time with her. And she's just cussing me out because she, you know what I'm saying? She knows what's best for me. She want me to take better care of myself, whatever. But like, if you can't be real with that person, it's fake. And that also goes back to what Dollhouse Fixer Upper said to me about me being a Christian and cussing. If you are not yourself, I am authentic. That is how I came this far in this craft. That is how I came this far in my brand. The people who follow me can expect to get an authentic person. And it was funny when I was going through this back and forth with these people, I lost followers because they were mad that I was defending myself finally. And I was going in because if I'm going to defend myself, I'm going in. And then my husband did get involved. He got involved and he was going in. But it's like, how many bitches and things do you think you're going to call me before we snap? Right? And when we snapped, they played the victim. They were scared for their lives when we snapped. But it was okay for them to go in on me, my kids, my husband, my family, my brand. It was okay for them to do it. So again, in this, I had to learn that, first of all, not everybody going to like you. Second of all, the people who left, they didn't even care to ask me, like, what happened? Why did you do this? Blah, 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 blah. They just went straight to listening to them. Oh, big bad Teresa attacked you. This angry black woman attacked you. Oh, her husband attacked you. Instead of it being like, what happened? You know, you did this for me. I've been there for you. You've shared my content. You've taught me this. Da 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 da. Let me see what happened. Why did you? Because Teresa's a good person. What happened? They just blocked me. And these are people who shit I shared. People who backs I had. People who shit I sold at my pop-up shops on my lives. People who only got customers, well, I won't say only, who got a lot of customers from my reviews and my unboxings and my tagging them. Mandy's Doll Couture, Miss Tay, blocked me. Never hit me up and asked why. I mean, these people who had my phone number, I got my phone number changed, who had my phone number, my address, blocked me. Yeah, I got to get it out, right? Purge it all. So now that you're seeing the real, because you went behind this lady who is lying on me still to this day, and like I'm literally talking to a lawyer right now on suing her ass for defamation. Like, I'm coming for that ass. Because now that people are seeing her for what she is, I'm finding out all this shit she was saying about me behind the scenes. Lying on me. This woman told people, this was the worst lie and this was the dumbest lie right here. Yes, Miss Tay blocked me, yo. She blocked me. But the funny thing was, like, when they was on these lives and she was on there, she was letting them talk shit about me. And you know what? I was chalking it up to, okay, she just don't want to get in it, right? But fuck that. Why would you let somebody talk shit about somebody that literally, like, has your back? Because they know that they can. And that's not your friend. Because, see, if someone comes in my inbox and says something about Nessa or Kenny, everyone knows I was like publicly, okay, y'all might not know like all these relationships I have in the DMs. And I don't even like to say it anymore because I love for people to like accidentally slip up and tell people stuff that they don't think fuck with me, right? So if someone comes in my inbox, everyone knows I fuck with Kenny Doll the long way, right? In person, our person, in inbox, out inbox, period, right? No one is going to come in my inbox and ever say anything bad about Kenny because they know they're going to get cussed out. I would never get on a live and anyone will ever say Kenny ain't shit because they're going to get cussed out, period, right? See, that's the part that gets me. No one can tell me shit about Teresa without me checking their ass. Exactly. So at the time though, you know me, again, rose colored glasses. I'm like, oh, okay, she's just trying, she's older. She's not trying to get in it. Nah, nah, nah. My beef ain't her beef. But no, because no one's not going to do that about her to me. So I had to see my own worth. So now that you see, so it's funny. Now that they see these motherfuckers is crazy. Now that they see Addison and Heather are literally playing everyone. Scamming people left and right. They want to unblock me now. No. I'm good. I want a public apology. Period. And again, this is my first time saying that out loud. Now, my situation with Nick's Mini Toys, we had a situation. A misunderstanding, if you will. And he decided to go over to that side. He found out. He came back. He apologized publicly. He ain't come in my inbox with no bullshit. He apologized to me publicly. I can't do nothing but respect that. Mandy's Doll Couture of Daily Adventures of Ash Arbor, she came in my inbox and tried to apologize. Now, why I did accept her apology, I told her I can't fuck with you no more. I can't. Because then it was also the delivery. I was immediately triggered by the way she apologized. And I hope she sees this as well. If you apologize, first of all, how you mad at something I did to somebody else? How did it hurt you that my husband cussed this lady out and these two men calling me bitches and everything else? How are you hurt that Oh, I know 16 Ave. I know. I already know. Yup. She comes at me. I was so hurt that you would do that. How you hurt that I'm defending myself? So that alone, you got me fucked up. Okay? Right, child. I see now, and I was, because she was coming at me. Oh my God, I just don't understand why all of these people, and then I'm like, okay, now I see. Child, she blocked me so fast. As soon as it happened, I heard. Child, I heard about her. I heard. But, yeah, and I see now. I see that. So she had the audacity to come in my inbox. But I do give her credit for apologizing. But she really thought we were going to be cool again. And her apology was, deep down, you're a good person. That's what she kept saying to me. Deep down, I know that you're better than this. And I know you're a good person. And I know this is not you. She never apologized to you. I'm sorry that you never got an apology from her. I honestly didn't get, but I don't feel like I got one. Because this is what she was saying. Right, a fake apology. Exactly. So I don't accept it. Deep down, you're a good person, Patrice. No, I kept sending her messages back. I ain't the deep down nothing. I'm a good person, period. I'm not no deep down. And then she's like, you can't depend on nobody but yourself in this community. I said, no, I'm really sorry you feel that way. But I have a lot of friends on here I can depend on, actually. And I said this to her. I'm like, I'm sorry, I said, that might be your experience in this dog community, but it's not mine. Yes, there are people who I don't fuck with, who I have bad, Fox apology, exactly, faux apology, who I don't deal with or whatever. But I said, the good from me tremendously outweighs the bad. So I said, I hate to hear that. You have a bad experience. You don't have no friends. You don't have nobody you can trust. But I don't have that issue. I have a lot of people who I've messed with the long way on here. And I'm very happy, though, that I did not let this change me. And I did not say that, I'm never going to be anybody else. And because I really, for a while, I did feel some PTSD from it. Like, I was just really like, I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm scared. I'm scared of everybody. I'm not going to be cool with anybody anymore. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to protect myself. And then, had I did that, I would have missed all of these other really cool people that I've met now. Like, so you gotta, plug this in. So you really gotta, like, watch it and not realize that, sometimes, the devil will do things like that to prevent you from meeting the people you're supposed to meet. You learn, though, to be more cautious. I for sure take more caution. Exactly, 16 Ave, right? So when she unblocked me and sent those messages, and she blocked me from all her pages, I'm like that shit hurt. Honestly, her blocking me and Miss Tay blocking me hurt me more than anybody. Honestly, it really did, because I was just like, what the fuck? So when she unblocked me, I blocked her ass back. When Miss Tay unblocked me, I blocked her ass back. I may have unblocked her again this week because it was a lot going on and I didn't want to miss nothing. But yeah. So now that Nick has apologized, he's telling me all the shit that Heather's spreading. And I'm just in shock. So I said all that to get to this. This is the stupidest lie that she told, and I can't even believe anybody would even believe this lie. She's telling people that on my Patreon, I made them pay me for a link to Froggy Stuff's printables. And I'm just like, what? Make my own printables. So like, but somebody who don't know me would be like, they would believe that. So it's like, you're attacking my brand because her forehead spread like that. She had to spread lies. Yes. Right. So, TJ, how's your day going? It's going great. Thank you. I gotta purge all this shit. Heather said that. Heather is spreading all these vicious lies about my brand, about me. And I posted receipts yesterday. I took it down because I just don't want that energy on my page. Like, I literally have brands hitting me up to do stuff, and I'm just like, okay, I don't need that on my page. But I'm only human, and I feel the need to defend myself. Like, bruh, this bitch told people that, first of all, let me explain what Patreon is to y'all, for those of you who don't know. Patreon is set up for people who want to support an artist or a content creator to be able to donate to their platform and pledge a certain amount every month to help that person create content. Okay? So normally you don't get anything from that person, right? You pledge, and that's just saying, I want to do this to help you out. What I decided to do, which I don't know if anybody else is doing this, honestly, and I didn't really care, but this is what I wanted to do, because I'm doing things on my Patreon that I already was doing, right? So what I decided to do was to make my Patreon where I set up different tiers, and I give different things for different tiers, right? So there's a $5 tier, there's a $10 tier. There was a $17 tier that I was going to join up with Portia and have her do shopping in her area in California and me do shopping here. That's what that was supposed to be for. So I took that one off, and then there's $20 or $22 tier, and then there's a $40 tier, and then there's one crazy one that I just made up that was like $200 or something like that, but you get a doll and everything with that. So for each tier you get something, right? Okay? Now, again, most people they don't get anything, okay? Now, for my Patreon, though, I'm posting when I see sales. I'm posting links when I see stuff. You can shop with me. Also, if I make a Patreon is lit, your Patreon is lit. The hate week is cracking. Exactly. I'm putting DIY videos up. I'm giving y'all coupons. I'm sending, when I see stuff that I know gonna sell out, I'm sending it to them. I'm not posting it on Instagram anymore, and then my people can't get stuff, right? So that's what I use it for. Now, I also send out packages and stuff to my people, like when I'm just to show my love, because again, my love language is sharing. So I'm like, okay, instead of me doing giveaways to people who could possibly be hating me on the low, I'm going to give it to people who I know got love for me, because they're saying, I'm going to pledge this money that's my family's money or whatever and help you create your content. So I show my love over there. That's just how I do it now. And that's why I set it up like that. So this woman, the different tiers, right? In order for me to shop, you got to be in $22 tier or higher. That's the rules. I've been the rules sometimes, but that's the rules, right? And it says it on there. And I say it before every time I go shopping for it. That is so stupid. I know that, and I'm not deep in the doll world. Did you go to the GWC Larry Collision? I probably will start doing that now that the world is opening back up. It's a Pisces thing we love to give. Right, Fluffy? We do. We some damn fools, right? So Heather joins the $10 tier. Mind you, though, she calls me this is not now, back then. She will call me all times of night. How do I make this? When are you selling clothes? What are you selling? Can you show me first before you post it? Can you give me a little... I'm talking about in the middle of the night, right? And I'm doing it because I'm like, okay, I'm thinking that she's cool at first. Like, she really had me fooled. So I'm getting up and taking time from my family, doing this shit for this lady. She ain't buying shit. She want to see shit that I'm about to post, but she ain't buying shit. So I get ready to shop. She joined the $10 tier, right? I get ready to shop, and who's in the chat? ready to shop her. So I'm like, okay, maybe she just don't understand. So fuck it, I'm gonna let her shop. She shops once, then she cancels. And so I think I even told John, because John was with me. John lives in Raleigh. I'm Freshville, NC. Shout out to Freshville, NC. He was right there with me. I said, Lord, this motherfucker is on here. And she know damn well she canceled. First of all, you know you didn't get in the shopping tier. And you know you canceled. So why are you on here thinking you about to shop? So I told John, I was like, man. So I let her shop anyway. Because I'm stupid. I should have said, bitch, you ain't paid, you ain't shopping. I let her shop anyway. I think she might have hit me with some, she ain't had the money or whatever. So she cancels, right? So clearly on Patreon, it's a business thing, right? So clearly you can see, I can go down the list and see who has paid what, and it will tell you their lifetime, in a lifetime of how long they've been a member, how much they've paid, right? So this woman is telling people that I stole money from her. She even said it the night that my husband and I were on the live with her, and we both cussed her ass out. She even said it on there. Give me my money. Give me my... So I said, let me go see how much this lady spent. Right? And I posted it on my Instagram yesterday for those of y'all who saw it. It literally says, lifetime pledge, $10. $10. But she is telling people who don't follow me, who are new to the community, she's sending them messages telling them, don't follow iDolled. She's a scammer. Don't follow iDolled. All she does is talk about Cash App me this, the Cash App me that. She's literally doing that. So now that and she had Nick completely brainwashed, and a whole bunch of other people, because she's in a doll club, and like she's telling all these people these lies. So it's like, if they don't know me and they don't want to find out for themselves, and she's just scared them off, it's just like, they're going to continue to spread that, right? Because it's like this, they're going to think, $10 Monopoly, they're going to think this lady is dangerous. Stay away from her, right? So she got all these people thinking that, and not just thinking that, but carrying it over to other people. So I would be, if you don't get your parakeet ass out of here, right? So yeah. So these are the lies she's spreading. There's so much more. Like, he shared with me a little bit of the stuff she was saying, and he apologized. Like I said, he apologized publicly, he apologized in the DM. We had a long talk, and I could forgive somebody like that. I could forgive somebody to be like, yo, I made a mistake, and I'm sorry, and you were my friend, and I should have come to you, and we should have just talked. I can move on from that, because like I said, me and my sister cuss each other out all the time. Hell, me and my husband argue. If you really with somebody and it's real, you gonna argue. You're not gonna see eye to eye all the time. But that doesn't mean you just fall out and freaking go off and try to cancel that person. No. So now I'm at a crossroads. And I did not plan on talking about this today, but when Panama Doll sent that message, I had to get this off my chest. I am not connected to these people. I do not co-sign what they're doing. I am not affiliated with anyone but my own damn self. Period. iDolledit.com is my website I built from the ground up. Literally. Me. Blood, sweat, tears, a lot of lost sleep, a lot of money, a lot of practice and learning, a lot of a lot, honestly. And I'm learning more and more every day. This, I feel, is my purpose, to create joy. If someone was to ask me what I do for a living, I would say I create joy and I spread joy. I'm a doll maker. I create joy. But I'm not just a doll maker. I create miniatures to spread joy. My miniatures are not going to be perfect every time because they're made with these 2 hands. I am not a factory. I am not. Oh, I thought it was iDolled for you. It's iDolled it. Like, I did it, but iDolled it. I cannot please everyone. And I don't like, I'm not going to say that I am. I try my best. If you get something from me and you don't like it, you can send it back, or I can ask you how I can fix it. But that's it, huh? Right. Thank you. But I mean, now I block a lot. I used to block a lot. I block people who I noticed were stealing stuff I was doing and selling it. I block people who are trying to steal customers from me. That's a totally different thing. Like, if you're literally watching what I do and then blocking me and selling it, or like you're not giving credit, then I'm gonna block you. Like, that's for me to protect myself, because that doesn't feel good. It does not feel good for you to take something because like when I make these bags, like, it took me a minute to figure out how to do this. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and just allow you to think that you can just steal something that I came up with and just sell it and just not. Yeah, like, I'm not. So there's a lot of people who are mad at me because I blocked them, but I don't know them. If I was cool with them, then I would say, yo, that's not cool. Like, don't do that, or at least give credit. But like, if you just doing it and I'm gonna block you. Like, there's no reason for you to get mad and be like, oh my gosh, she's so mean. No, like, you would do the same thing too. So it is what it is. But the situation with, quit toying with me. He is a sick individual. I tried my best to be there for him, to be a friend to him, and to push him to be his best self. And again, I'm the reason that he's even doing what he does. And I've heard a lot of things about him scamming people, lying about shipping things, not shipping things, not finishing stuff, a bunch of stuff like that. So I had to say that out. I've never said that out loud, and I'm saying it out loud now because a lot of people don't know that I don't fuck with him. Protect your ideas. Thank you, Mills. I am. As you see, I don't share a lot like that, like I used to. Like, I share my dolls and stuff like that, but I don't share a lot anymore. If I do share, I'm sharing it on Patreon. Period. I could go in, but I don't know. He continues to use my name for clout. I have not gone to his page in months. But the other day I did, and I saw a video on his page in my house, on my diorama. You can hear my voice in the background on a skit we did together. It's on his page right now. And I was pissed. I'm still pissed. Like, why? I didn't know he was in on all this too. Oh, he's the worst. Let me tell you why he's the worst. He's the worst because we met in person. So, but again, all the red flags were there. The red flags were there. If you're always giving, and the person always has an excuse of, they say they're going to give you, but then when it's time to give you, they have an excuse. Or, you can't learn anything from them. He's the nucleus, but I'm going to drink my water though. Yeah, he is. Treated him like a brother. I did. Like, I don't have people in my house. I'm very introverted now. I wasn't before. But I am now. Like, I've been burned so many times because I'm such a giving person. And so, like, I'm very introverted. So, for me to let him in my house was huge. Like, I brought him over here on his birthday. And I got him a cake. I gave him gifts. And, for him to do me the way he did and is still doing is just, like, it's wrong. And I never said anything bad about him. And I'm not saying anything bad now. I'm telling you the truth. Like, and it's funny because from what I'm hearing through the grapevine, people are saying people have given him money, from what I heard, up in the hundreds, and he blasts them on live. He has supposedly been making stuff for people, scammed them, didn't make it, and these are people that's supposed to be his friend too, so they blasting him. He blasts other people. He starts so much stuff. It's sick. Like, he really is sick. So when I went on his page and I saw that video, I was just like, why would you put this on your page? As much as junk as you have talked about me, Why would you do that? Like, why? So I did put in my story yesterday, screenshot this and send it to Addison and tell him to take the shit off his page. I did. And then I took it down because I said, he's a narcissist. And so is Heather. They are narcissists. They want me to say their names. And this will be the last time that I say their names. Like, from now on, I'll just be keying in the back because I know, like, more stuff is going to come out about them. And I'll just be laughing in the background. But, we cool, but he's always in something. He is. Always. He is always in something. Like, and then it's funny, like that, like I said, like everyone saw that night, he was the main one, bitch this and bitch that, and I dawded this and I dawded that. And as soon as my husband jumped on the live, this was him. Literally watching your friends get cussed out behind something you did. He was scared to death. And then he played the victim. And then it was cancel. I dogged it because she's threatening me. No, you cannot throw stones and then hide. And that's what kills me about them two. They just throw stones and then they try to hide behind everybody. Oh my God, I'm so scared of her husband. We really did see him riding his bike in Cary. We saw him riding his bike. We did. Riding his tricycle. That was facts. And I wanted to stop and talk to him that day. And I didn't. And we got home that night. And my son is on live. And he sees these people going in on me. On Christmas Day. So, what we supposed to do? Let him keep doing it? No. He jumped on the live. And he cussed everybody out. As he should. So, but you a man calling a girl a bitch, but when your dear brother step to you, check on you, ain't got nothing to say. Exactly. He had nothing to say. The only people who was talking was Heather and Lee. He had nothing to say. So, is what it is. But, yeah, I just want people to know that I am not affiliated with, and this is the end of the video. I'm wrapping it up here. I'm going to go ahead and say all the names. I am not affiliated with Dollhouse Fixer Upper at all. At any capacity. At all. I don't rock with her. If I see something she's tagged on, I don't like it. I am not affiliated with Quit Toying With Me at all. I would not send anybody to refer anyone to him for mini-me's. I have. He didn't do it. I've had people buy stuff from him. He didn't send. And then they looking at me because they like, this is your friend. Ain't that your friend? No, he is not. I'm saying this now publicly, out loud. I am not affiliated with this man. And I have not spoken to him since December, that night when we cussed him out. And I hope that I don't see him in person. Because we do live in the same city. I just hope that I don't see him in person. Because I'm not going to bite my tongue this time. Now, I'm not going to, I have no intention of being physically, have no type of physical altercation with him. But I will be saying something if I see him again. He will definitely get this mouth. And not that way. He will get this mouth. And I would go live when I see him. Matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do. If I see him, I'm going to go live. So everybody can see it. But not affiliated with him. And, the other lady, I'm definitely not even going to say her Instagram name, but her real name is Heather. I taught her how to properly use hashtags. I taught her how to properly use Face App. I taught her how to set up a diorama. I taught her how to make one-of-a-kind dolls. She went through my collection and literally asked me, what dolls did you use to do that? Where'd you get that? Da, 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 and went down her list and got the same dolls that I got. Oh, Fiona, my bad. Princess Fiona. She literally went down my list of people who were following me and who I followed and followed all of them. She also looked to see who was sending me stuff, who I was doing Happy Mail with and things of that nature, and went and befriended them and turned them against me. by lying and saying, oh, you're giving her this stuff and she's selling it. I never have done that. Even though people do give me stuff to sell. They say, Trees, I don't want this stuff. Like, I'm purging. I don't want it. I know you make dolls. Sell it. She literally got this lady who I thought I was cool with, who I've done reroutes and stuff for, who sent me, everyone saw the big box of shit she sent me. She literally got her to block me. Literally got this lady to block me. So what happens? This lady starts sending her stuff. And guess what she does with it? You get one guess. She goes online and she sells it. She does what she was accusing me of doing, which I never did. Now I do want to sell the shit because I just don't even want it in my house. Like, yep, she sold it. Gotta check her out. All the Shrek franchises, it's a riot. She goes and sells it. There's proof that she took this lady's stuff and sold it. So she literally could not stand the love that I was getting. But mind you, no one gives me anything and I'm not giving them anything in return. Like, there's not stuff that's just not how I am. Like I said, my love language is sharing. So if someone gives me something, I'm going to give it to them. I'm going to give them. Or listen, there's some accounts that I go to and I'm like, yo, your account is dope. Like, I see that I can help you with this. I want to help you. And there's nothing in return for me. Like, there's nothing that I'm not getting anything out of it, but I just know that I can benefit. I mean, I can help this person. That's just the type of person I am. You got so well as your business. Everybody, I'm not mean, y'all. Just mean. Like, I just don't like people fucking with my friends. Jealousy's a beast. Yeah, she was so jealous. So she turned this lady against me. This lady blocked me. And recently she unblocked me. And I blocked her back. Because I don't want anything to do with you now. So if anyone has an issue with Trees, never ever jump in my inbox about her. You will get checked. Then that was straight from Freshville_NC's mouth. Yeah, and there's more I could go on and on about with other people, but they're not. It is what it is with them. Like, the only reason I'm addressing her is because, like, she's coming from my brand, like, and I'm not having it. So I'm just gonna deal with her. I'm talking to a lawyer, and I'm going to deal with her the way I need to deal with her, within pockets, because, like, you're literally trying to keep people from buying stuff from me. So I'm gonna deal with you how I need to deal with you. Like, you're not gonna keep doing this, and I have proof. So try to say you didn't do it. I have proof. I literally have videos of her on live talking shit. Like, literally messages that you send people talking shit. Lies. Straight up lies. Oh, she stole from me. You paid $10. 10. And I taught you how to hashtag. You just started your account. You have over 1,000 followers because of what I taught you. I taught you how to use FaceApp. And you're using it on yourself. I taught you how to use FaceApp on the dolls, but you're using it on yourself. You got all these connections to people who you did not know through me because I was co-signing you. Or because you saw me cool with them. So you go behind my back. You feel like if you get them to like you, that you will replace me. But baby, you can't replace me because what I am is authentic. There's one me. You can never be me. And so now people are seeing that. And now they want to, you know what I'm saying, come back. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Like I said, Nick got a pass. He got a pass. But the rest of them, I see you on my timeline now. Didn't you block me? With no block? No. I ain't got time for it. I don't even want you looking at my page no more. Please don't. Please don't. Please do not. So, yep. So that's that. Yeah. So, can't copy and paste. Cannot, because it's authentic. This is who I am, day in and day out. Take it, leave it, whatever. And like I said, the people who stayed and realized what was going on, was hitting me up like, yo, are you okay? I gotta bounce, take my daughter's best friend to work. I'm gonna message you later. Take care. Okay. I love your account, by the way, too. I love your account. I love your stories. And I love your reels. I've been seeing your reels lately, too. You take care. We'll talk later. But yeah, so like, yeah, like I said, the people who did stay and like when people what was going on, they were like, yo, just know that like I see you and I see that you're authentic. Like I don't expect you to be perfect. I love you for who you are. I expect you to be you. That's why we follow you. We want to see you. We don't want to see this cookie cutter bullshit. And if you do, there's accounts you can follow for that. Some of them are listed in this video. If you want to see some cookie cutter bullshit, follow Portia. Ooh, and that's shade. I ain't gonna say no shade. That's definitely shade. Definitely shade. Yep. So anywho, I'm about to go with my family. We're gonna go to the park. I want to say that you do navigate accounts. I do navigate accounts because of you, Kenny and Toya. I'm grateful for that. All the different collectors love to see the ideas you guys do. I will continue to watch. Thank you, Panama Doll. Yeah, I got a lot of people to say that. That's why I said that. Like, I felt like it was necessary for me to do this video because like I don't need anybody thinking that I'm co-signing them anymore. So, I will save this live. And I probably will post this to YouTube. I mean, why not? Let's get it all out there. So so I can get it out there one last good time and be done. Okay? And if anybody has any questions about I dolled it, you can refer them to this here video. Okay? And it is what it is. All right? So anyway, see y'all later. Have a great day. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me and watching my videos that I did earlier on decorating the Rainbow High house. And I will be putting those on YouTube. And I'll see you later. Okay? Thank you, guys. Thank you. I see your comments. I see the hearts. Thank you so much. All right. Love you guys. Bye.